Shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and glory unto
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Kakadash.
double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations and hopefully they got there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopefully the believers and listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh by Hashem Shah. All right, we're GMS Mississippi Camp on the brother Yashima to my right.
Yeram Yashar.
And what we want to go into today, is going into looking beyond, because as we always go into the scripture, especially as of late, we have to be a people with a vision. We really have to see a vision and really see a reality beyond this current situation. When the scriptures speak about our people being blinded, they're blinded, to the hope that we have. Like they can't fathom the hope that we got, in the throne of David. You bring up the throne of David in a random conversation, you will be looked at as a Looney Tune, man. Like, what is this guy talking about? All right, you bring about Yahweh Shai, the righteous rulership, the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and our people, they won't be able to see it, but us having that vision coming into these times is going to propel us, past the hardships, man. All right, and I just want to go into a perspective because this transition is going to be uncomfortable. That's why it's called the straight gate. A time of difficulties, man. All right, but what makes this thing easy is that we're looking beyond, and the Lord has given us a grace period to detach, from this society, and grow in our expectation for the world to come, and that's going to make it an easier transition. That's going to make it doable, man. But if we didn't have this vision and this hope, all right, and prophecy and the glory and the promises, man, we would fall short, So let's get that in Exodus. Now we're just gonna get some accounts, about how Jake was complaining about their captivity, but then those same people was complaining about the process of becoming sovereign, man. You guys, bro.
This is Exodus 6:4, and I have also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land of their
That's 4. Okay, yeah.
The land of their pilgrimage,
Yep.
wherein they were strangers.
Yep.
And I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel,
Yep.
whom the Egyptians keep in bondage, and I have remembered my covenant.
So the Lord remembered his covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, because we became a nation in Israel. Jacob, Joseph went into Egypt first, and he rose in power. The Lord exalted him in Egypt. He was able to bring the rest of his family, his father, his brethren, and they came in 70 souls, but we left out a nation. We had became a nation, in that land of Egypt. We became populated as a nation, So the Lord made a promise to the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they was in captivity to the Egyptians. And our people was complaining about their bondage, man. So the Lord said, all right, I'm finna intervene. Go ahead.
Wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I am the Lord, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgments.
Yeah, so the Lord, he pretty much, because Egypt was a superpower, Egypt, was filthy rich, because the way, pretty much during the time of Joseph, all the resources flowed to Egypt because they had food and famine.
Mm-hmm.
So Egypt, was like the religious capital, it was the economic capital. It was popping like America, but the Lord broke Egypt down to nothing, man, to free, all right, his people, so the Lord, all right, he showed great power to free the children of Israel, man, but then these same people that was complaining about the captivity they was in, like niggas today, niggas will march. You got Black Lives Matter, Okay, niggas will complain and make memes on Twitter all day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but then when it comes to action, then that's when niggas shy away. That's when niggas want to go back and be comfortable, man. Okay, but real change comes with discomfort. Okay, so let's get that account. And Numbers 11, start at 1. Now these same, all right, people that the Lord delivered out of Egypt with all these power and wonders and works, man. Go ahead.
This is Numbers 11 and 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord.
Yep.
And the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled.
And we can't, it said when the people complain, it displeased the Lord, man. The Lord don't like that ungrateful shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I can't, that shit still trigger me, man. That what I got to look forward to. Like, the Lord don't like that shit, man. Like, what the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you mean what you got to look forward to? You know, but them complaining ass Israelites is back today. Okay? And the Lord don't like that shit, man. That ungrateful spirit, man. Go ahead.
And the fire of the Lord burnt among them and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp.
Yeah, the Lord started killing them niggas, man. And that's what the Lord finna do now, man. And the scripture say judgment is gonna start at the house of Israel, man. You people that are supposed to know the truth and supposed to have hope in the promises, man. Okay, and you're pushing that spirit of doubt and negativity and disbelief. The Lord hate that shit, man. He started burning them niggas up, man. You know, go ahead.
Yeah, I read it
Oh,
in there
yeah.
too.
Do your thing, bro.
This Numbers 11 and 1 in the NLT. Soon the people began to complain about their hardship, and the Lord heard everything they said. Then the Lord's anger blazed against them, and he sent a fire to rage among them, and he destroyed some of the people in the outskirts of the camp.
Yep. So they was in the back murmuring. You know how niggas do, man.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas with no solution complain the most. You know, and you're gonna have that happen again. Like when it start getting rough, when it start getting tight, niggas finna start complaining, man. I know niggas, man. Okay? Niggas that did the less work gonna have the most complaints. You know? You got it, bro.
Verse 2 KJV. And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire was quenched.
Yeah, so Moses was a mediator. Like, he would always appease the Lord's wrath. You know? But we come to a time now where our people, they not gonna have no mediator, man, for their unbelief. Okay? The judgment just gonna go forth. Go ahead.
And then it was commanded to Jeremiah not to pray for these people.
Yep.
The Lord said, nah, it is over with.
Yep.
Verse 3, and he called the name of the place Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burnt among them.
Mm-hmm.
And the mixed multitude that was among them.
So this was the heathen that came out with us. Well, eventually they would die off, but they was pretty much promoting Jake, you know, to think about Egypt. You know, it's gonna go into it. Go ahead.
And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting. And the children of Israel also wept again and said, Who shall give us flesh to eat?
Yep. So now these niggas complain again. You can't please a nigga, man. You know, a nigga like the nigga and the nigga woman, you can't please them motherfuckers, man. You know, they always gonna have a complaint. You got it, bro.
We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic.
Yeah, so these niggas are remember the details of their captivity they was complaining about. Like, these niggas really ain't fed up with America, man. You know? You wait, lights go out, a nigga PlayStation go out 2 days, man. Nigga gonna go get the Sea Hill, man. You know? Niggas done got so used to these luxuries, man, and see, it's two things. Niggas got so used to the convenience of this society, just like they was convenience, cause see, Egypt was already a functioning society, you know? So they had to detach from a functioning society, you know, and depend on the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And the Lord was gonna bring them into their own sovereign functioning society, man. Okay, but they didn't have that vision. All they can do was look backwards at what they missing. You know, what they lacking now. You know, you can say
just building off another man's kingdom instead of building their own.
Yep.
They'd rather eat off another man's plate.
Yep.
And get their own food.
Yep. That convenience of things being handed to you, man. But this nigga got full control over you, man. You know? You gotta be sovereign minded. You know, we all go to kingdom minded. Like, you really gotta be kingdom minded, man. You know, that's a slave mentality. They talking about some goddamn food. When the Lord finna give you land of resources and you talking about some goddamn fish and cucumbers, man. Okay? But niggas gonna miss them luxuries like when this, cause they been having them glitches and things been shutting down. Mm-hmm. Wait till it shut down and it don't come back up, man. Niggas gonna complain, man. You know? Go ahead.
But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manna before our eyes.
So they weren't even thankful for the manna.
Right.
They was being fed in one light, niggas. It was out there, okay, eating nothing. Nah, they was getting manna, and it was miracle bread. Mm-hmm. And then they said that manna was sweet. You know, it tastes like angels' food.
Right.
You know, unappreciative niggas, man. You know, go ahead.
And the manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of bdellium.
Go ahead.
And the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills and beat it in a mortar and baked it in pans and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil.
Yep. And
when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it.
So every morning they was being provided for, man. And niggas wasn't appreciative, man. This is a transition of kingdoms. You're going from slave to sovereign. All right? And they couldn't put up, you know, with the little discomforts, okay? They came with the process of becoming sovereign, man. They had a faithless perspective. We gotta have a perspective of faith, man. You know? Let's get that in, let's drop that. Let's get Numbers, and you're gonna see how our righteous forefathers, they always had a mindset of faith, man. You know, and that's the mindset we want to go into these times with, man. We don't want to be like them niggas, you know, when they get uncomfortable, start to fiending for the comforts, you know. Go ahead.
You said number 2.
Number 14, and they start at 1.
This is Numbers chapter 14 and 1. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron, and against Aaron.
They still complain. You know, you got it.
And the whole congregation said unto them, would the Most High that we had died in the land of Egypt, or would the Most High we had died in this wilderness? And wherefore hath the Lord brought us unto this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should be a prey? Were it not better for us to return into Egypt?
So you gotta think about it. The Lord did all these miracles, and all these niggas could think about is the most negative shit ever, man. Here it is, the Lord done overthrew, okay, a whole superpower. Done flooded a whole army. You done came through the Red Sea, man, and niggas is still thinking worst case scenario, man. You know?
And just to think back, like we started with, y'all were complaining about him to begin with.
Yeah.
Complaining to the Lord.
Yeah.
And like you said, when those miracles was happening, when Jake wasn't saying nothing, like, Lord, stop.
Nah.
But then he delivered you out of that situation. Now you talking about going back. That's all you, like you said, that's all you can think about.
Because you didn't have your options. It ain't like I say, it wasn't like niggas weren't being provided for. Jake just didn't have them options that they had in Egypt, man. You know? Not the fact that Egypt is destroyed, like they're alone.
Right.
You know, like it's all about a perspective. You know, them niggas had an off perspective, and the Lord not dealing with that, man. Why Jacob Trouble gonna get rid of all that negativity and doubt, okay, from amongst us, man. You know, go ahead.
And they said one to another, let us make a captain, and let us return into Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel.
So these niggas wanted to go back to Egypt, even though they seen Egypt be destroyed. You see the minds, that's their slave mentality, man. Okay? Stockholm Syndrome, man. You know, that's why we gotta be built a certain way to really see this thing through. All the way into the end, to really be with the shit. Everybody say they with the shit, but then when stuff start happening, you know, Niggas want to go back to Egypt, and they seen what the Lord did to Egypt, man. Okay? And you got them same niggas back today. You're going to see a lot of our people that know that they're Israelites, man. They really not ready to leave America, man. You know? You got it, bro.
And Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh,
Yeah.
which were of them that searched the land, rent their clothes, and they spake unto all the company of the children of Israel, saying, the land which we passed through to search it is an exceedingly good land.
So these are men of faith, you know, Joshua and Caleb. Okay? These are men of faith. They got a whole different perspective than these other niggas, man. That's why the Lord only left them two alive. And they represent northern and southern kingdom, but ultimately they represent the elect. Joshua being of Ephraim and Caleb being of Judah. Okay? Represent the northern and southern kingdom, but they represent their mindset that the elect will have at this time. They like, man, the land, y'all niggas complaining. I seen the land.
Right.
I'm telling y'all niggas, man. You
Just
know?
imagine what can be built.
Yeah. Nigga won't go back to Egypt. You know, go ahead.
If the Lord delight in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which flow with milk and honey.
They're like, look, all we gotta do is be obedient, and the Lord gonna give us the land. You know? These niggas complain about what they ain't got. Okay? How it was back then. You know, but Joshua and Caleb, they had a mindset to look forward. They was pressing forward, man. Okay, go ahead.
Only rebel not ye against the Lord, neither fear ye the people of the land, but they are bread for us. Their defense is departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Fear them not.
Yeah, so Joshua and Caleb like, look, man, them people through. Don't give a damn how tall them niggas is. Okay? Give a damn about none of that. The Lord with us. You know? That's the only thing that matter. And that's the perspective they had, you know, going into the promised land. You see? But you see there's a completely different mindset between the non-elect and the elect, man. You know, Joshua and Caleb, like, these people defenseless against us, man. We got Yahweh Shemel shot.
Right.
It's a chariot right here. Like, look, nigga, look up.
I was just about to say that it was a chariot. You saw the miracles.
Yeah.
You know, the 3 days of darkness, all the plagues. And what are these people, Philistines and everyone that's coming against us?
Yeah, it came tonight, yeah. But they just show you that they couldn't look beyond Egypt, man. You know, showing their mind was still in their prison. Like the majority of our people, their minds is here in America. They can't get past that shit. That's why they asking questions. What we got to look forward to? You know? What do I have to look forward to, man? This is the same spirit. Okay? So let's get that in let's get that in let's get that in Mark 5. Get this account. Mark 5 and 35.
This is Mark chapter 5, verse 35. When he yet spake, there come from the ruler of the synagogue's house certain which said, thy daughter is dead. Why troublest thou the master any further?
Yep, go ahead.
As soon as Yahushua heard the word that was spoken, he said unto the ruler of the synagogue, be not afraid, only believe.
Yep.
And he suffered no man to follow him, save Peter and James and John, the brother of James.
Yep.
And he cometh to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and seeth the tumult, and them that wept and wailed greatly.
Yeah, so this Yahushua, you know, you had a ruler of the synagogue come to Yahushua about his daughter that had died. You know, he asked Yahushua to come see her. You know, and you had, you know, certain people like, it ain't no sense in you coming, she gone. You know, and Yahushua was like, man, fear not, believe only. You know, that's a heavy statement. You know, like, fear not, believe only, man. Okay?
Don't worry about it, just believe.
Yeah, I'm me. Yeah, tell Martha, you know, I am the resurrection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm me. Like, go ahead.
And when he was come in, he said unto them, why make ye this ado and weep? The damsel is not dead, but sleepeth.
Yep.
Then they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out,
He said they laughed him to scorn, but then what did he do? He put them out. He got rid of their disbelief. You see, the Yahweh Shah don't operate in disbelief, man. That's why the Most High was killing them niggas back then. The Most High not finna do nothing for a nigga that don't appreciate nothing, man. You know? Or goddamn nigga woman don't appreciate shit. The Most High not finna give you the glory of the kingdom and you don't appreciate shit now, man. You know? If you appreciate a little, you for sure gonna appreciate a lot. You know? So, Yahweh Shah got them niggas out of there, man, before he worked the miracle, man. That's why as we get closer and closer to the end, it's good to be around believers, man. Okay? Those that truly believe they can see it. You know, they have that same vision, man. You know? Go ahead.
and they laughed him to scorn. But when he had put them all out, he taketh the father and the mother of the damsel, and they that were with him, and entered in where the damsel was lying. And he took the damsel by the hand and said unto her, Talath Kami, which is being interpreted, damsel, I say unto thee, arise.
Yep.
And straightway the damsel arose and walked, for she was of the age of 12 years, and they were astonished with a great astonishment. And he charged them straitly that no man should know it, and commanded that something should be given her to eat.
So he performed that miracle, and then ultimately going to Israel, us being resurrected, you know, as a nation, the elect, you know, that damsel, you know. And so as soon as they ate, as soon as she arose, she got something to eat. You know, when we was awakened, you know, we started to eat of that real manna from heaven, which is Yahweh Shai. You know. But let's get one more account. Hebrews 11:24. We read the NLT.
All right.
And you just read 24 through 26 and expound on it.
This is Hebrews 11:24 in the NLT. It was by faith that Moses, when he grew up, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He chose to share the oppression of the Most High's people instead of enjoying the fleeting pleasures of sin.
Go ahead.
He thought it was better to suffer for the sake of Yahweh Shai than to own the treasures of Egypt, but he was looking ahead to his great reward.
He was looking ahead. And here it is, Moses was of the nobility. You know, he was a man of status, rank, influence, like no other Israelite could have, you know, had access to the treasures of Egypt that he had. You know, to the lifestyle of Egypt that he had, man. But he forsook that because he looked beyond that, man. Okay, and that was a great example. Moses looked beyond the treasures because he believed, all right, in the promises and the reward that Yahweh Bashem Al-Shai had to be better, man.
And it's even heavy because he was in the midst of the treasures.
Yep.
Like you said, he was of that noble family.
Yep.
And the Lord chose him and he forsook that. Like that, you know, that's real heavy. You think about it, like even now today, you know, most of us we don't come from a wealthy family or nothing like that, but you know we had that vision of what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
But Moses, he came from the super. He was
he was an elite,
right.
Sure, he was an elite. Like he wasn't no rapper. Nah, he was Pharaoh. Like he was an elite. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like if he did that, you know. How much more so us, like you're getting into, bro? Like shit, we ain't got shit no way.
Mm-hmm.
But Jake just so addicted to this convenience and the system that's already up and functioning, man. And at the end of the day, you just gotta be predestined. If you predestined, you know you're gonna be built a certain way. Lord we're predestined. You know, like we just got a different perspective. You know, when this thing crashed. We gonna have a completely different perspective than everyone else, man, because we see beyond this place, okay? But if you attach to it, guess what? When this place falls, you gonna fall with it, man. That Lot's wife looking back, you know, she couldn't detach. You see? So that was the point. You know, we pray, you know, that you brothers and you sisters edified once again. We'll give all praises to
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Kakadash.
And double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who grew well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers, and peace and blessings salutations to the hopeful. Shalom.
Shalom.